Hi, this is Brent with Lunacy Audio. In this video, we're going to be exploring our latest expansion pack, Rumble, Seismic Bass and Percussion. This sample pack is compatible with our flagship VST Cube as well as Cube Mini. Both of these products are available now on the ADSR product store, and we're very excited to be launching our fall sale from Thursday, September 22nd. This is a great opportunity to pick up products for more than 40% off. In this video, I want to explore Rumble and show you how you can manipulate and also import some of your own samples from the ADSR Sample Manager to create and tweak the existing Rumble presets. In short, Cube is a sample-based virtual instrument, but what makes it so unique is the 3D sound blender, which morphs between up to 8 different samples. This is the sound blender in the middle here, and as you can see, these corners here represent different samples which we have loaded in the sound menu here. Before we begin, let's take a listen to some of the presets that come included in the Rumble expansion. So what I've gone ahead and done prior to this video is download a couple of files from the ADSR Sample Manager, which is completely free, and I'm going to utilize these samples inside of Cube's engine. So I've downloaded the samples here from the store and localized them on my drive, and here they are in my rendered files. And I've deliberately picked some that are quite different from each other so we can create some different presets. So let's head into Cube now and load these into the Cube engine. So I've favorited a handful of presets from Rumble, and I'm going to take these initialized presets and tweak them using our samples from the ADSR Sample Manager. I'm then going to personalize these presets further by utilizing some of Cube's powerful features that don't take a lot of effort to really tweak and manipulate the sound into something radically different. So this preset to begin with sounds like this. And I'm going to come into the sound engine here, and we have 4 engines that are currently powered off and 4 that are powered on with their own samples. Let's go into one of the empty folders, and I can go in the empty section here. And if I go into user samples, here are the samples from the ADSR Sample Manager. So let's start with a bass loop to begin with. So I've loaded that into this engine, and what I can do is I can now solo it and have a listen. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the overview so I can hear it in context with the rest of the samples. Already that actually blends in quite nicely, but we can do a little bit more and we don't have to stop there. So I'm going to actually loop this sample and see how that affects the performance with the other samples in the actual global overview. I really like that. Let's add a low pass. Okay, awesome. Really like that. Sounds great. This layer here, I want to also loop this. Okay, that sounds fantastic. I really like the way that blends in with the rest of the samples from this existing Rumble preset. If we come back at the main menu of Cube's engine, we can do a couple of things now that will really change the sound of this preset even more, but these are such easy things to do when manipulating or creating your own presets. At the top of the main engine bar near the preset header, we have the option to randomize the sounds, the orbits, and the effects. I'm not going to randomize the sounds as we're happy with our selection, but I am going to randomize the orbits and the effects. We also have a pre-configured macro here, and this controls the speed of the orbit motion, as we can see in the window here. Let's randomize the orbit and hear what the results give us. Okay, let's try randomizing some of the effects now. So you can imagine when automating the macro here, you can really end up with some interesting results inside of your DAW, but as a standalone preset, this is quite different from what we started with. Okay, let's do one more preset to finish off, and I'm going to select this wet sub rumble preset, but what I want to do is I want to use a sound in the empty slot here, but I don't want to use the bass loop. I want to actually use a melodic loop just to see how far we can actually manipulate the timbre, the texture, and the pitch of a melodic loop. So let's have a listen to this on its own and solo it. I'm just going to back off on the volume. Okay, let's see how this blends in context with the rest of the samples currently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize the orbit so that it includes the E corner within inside of the main Cube engine here. We can do further randomization later on, but now we can hear the sample. It actually works quite well like that because the way that the original sample changes pitch as it plays through. We could loop it though, and each time you get the same result, or we could reverse it. In fact, that works really, really nicely. We can also change the start head here, but I'm going to leave it where it was because I really like the result. If we come back into the main engine now, I'm going to randomize the orbit again, just see what results we get. I think that sounds phenomenal, and that really did take me literally minutes. Let's randomize the effects and just see what beautiful disasters happen now. Let's try again. If we go into divisions here, I'm going to change the orbit motion using the slider rather than the actual normal subdivisions. And you can imagine that you could automate this inside of a DAW to make it really interesting as a performance feature. So there's 3 presets that we've radically changed inside of the Rumble expansion pack. I'd be interested to hear what you think about the presets and how the manipulation process worked. I personally think that using the randomizing orbits and effects feature is a great time saver when you want to personalize things to make them a little bit more bespoke depending on the project that you're working on. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we can't wait to hear what you do with Cube and Rumble.